Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Quiblier. Je parle un peu de français, mais c'est très faible. So,
it was not an easy exercise.
your English is much better than my French, so I thank you so much for welcoming me here. Lactalis we are very proud that such a major dairy company has a strong presence in the state of Wisconsin, and we will work with you in whatever way we can to help you expand and grow and prosper in this state. I'm really pleased to be joined by Randy Romansky. Randy is the Deputy Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection. As many of you in this room know, the Secretary, wonderful Secretary Rod Nielsenstoon, recently died suddenly in a drowning accident. He was a visionary. Much of what we're going to talk about here today was really Rod Nielsenstoon's vision of what we could do in this state to really promote and grow agriculture. And we are very, very fortunate, let me say, to have an outstanding Deputy Secretary, Randy Romansky, who is here who is able to lead that organization. So thank you for welcoming us here today. We've had a wonderful drive over from Unity. And where else can you go through Little Chicago? I always love that on that road, and it's a great place, and you see the sign, it's Little Chicago, and it is Little Chicago, very Little Chicago. But I'm very pleased to be here. I want to thank and congratulate Lactalis for its participation in the competitions at the Wisconsin State Fair. And we congratulate you for winning 5 top prizes in 5 categories. And adding to this enormous collection of awards that you already have. But our congratulations for winning those competitions. Mr. Quiblier, I think, described the situation very well, which is that 7 years ago in Wisconsin, we had seen milk production falling for over 20 years, and we were seeing little or no new investment coming into our dairy manufacturing operations, primarily our cheese makers in this state. At that time, our cheese making was stagnant. California's was rising, and everybody said to me that it was just inevitable that California was going to take over Wisconsin as the #1 cheese-making state in the country. They claimed to have happy cows. They claimed and they were moving very rapidly in that direction. Well, it's pretty basic. I know all of milk pricing is very difficult to understand, but if you're going to make more cheese, you need to have more milk. And so the first steps we took in this state were to really help dairies, large and small, be able to expand their operations. The dairy tax credits that we enacted a number of years ago have led to hundreds of millions of dollars of investment in dairies in this state. We took the position that for years before, there was just sort of a basic fight that went on all the time between large agricultural operations and small. Our motto was pretty clear. We want small operations to be profitable. We want large operations to be profitable. We are going to support agriculture, and in Wisconsin, particularly dairy, large and small. We also understood how important it was to diversify. And Lactalis is a very good example of making both large quantities of cheese, but also the market that we have for specialty cheeses as well. And so in Wisconsin, we have expanded rapidly the specialty cheese, the specialty cheese market. And so the results of making of more milk is we now have produced, even in this very, very difficult economy, and even with what dairy farmers went through last year, one of the hardest times that we have had. We went from the absolute best agricultural economy that we had had in decades to one of the worst within a matter of just a couple of months. But we have bounced back, and milk production is at all-time highs. The result of more milk is we are now making a lot more cheese, and we have seen a lot of new investment come into this state. And so, you know, those trends we were talking about where California was moving in one direction and we were moving in the other, those trends have completely reversed. Wisconsin is expanding cheese operations. California is reducing. We are clearly the #1 state, and clearly our status as the #1 state is safe, assuming we keep going in the way we have gone, that our status is safe for a long time to come. But one of the things that we really have to do is to make sure that we provide, that we're good partners with companies like Lactalis and others that are making major investments in the state. So we have, as we say, had the dairy tax credits, but now we have extended those tax credits under the dairy modernization program to be able, we've expanded them to food processing, and now we have expanded them to dairy manufacturing investment tax credits as well. This program rewards businesses for up to 10% of their investment in modernizing and expanding their dairy manufacturing facilities for up to $200,000. Since the program began a couple of years ago, the state has provided about $2.6 million in tax credits, and those tax credits have leveraged over $140 million in capital investment at 36 dairy manufacturing facilities and 3 cooperatives around the state. Best of all, through these credits, we have helped to create over 360 jobs in dairy manufacturing in Wisconsin. So today I am very pleased to be here to recognize and thank one of those companies that is making expansions in Wisconsin, and to announce that Lactalis will receive over $57,000 in tax credits to support their $2.7 million expansion projects in their Belmont and Merrill locations. With the state's support, Lactalis has modernized its facility, improved its manufacturing efficiency, and increased production. The dairy manufacturing facility investment tax credits are helping companies throughout Wisconsin stay competitive in the global market so that they can continue to thrive and grow and support great jobs here in Wisconsin. This is one of 20 dairy manufacturing facilities and 3 cooperatives that have received these dairy manufacturing tax credits this year. Together this year, they have invested $46.6 million and created close to 60 jobs. So I am really pleased to be here, because I recognize that the state, I'm pleased that the state is able through these tax credits to help support this investment. But I also understand the real decisions of the investment is being made by the company itself. And it is their money that they are deciding to invest here in Wisconsin. And I want to say how thankful we are that they have made this decision. Wisconsin truly is America's dairyland. We have solidified this position strongly in recent years. We have enacted the greatest expansion of dairy in this state. We have changed siting laws in ways that allow the development of dairy operations in this state. We have provided tax credits. And let me then finally say, I agree completely that education and research is a key. We thank you for your support of North Central Technical College's very innovative program. And we also recognize and support one of the greatest agricultural schools in the United States, if not the greatest, the University of Wisconsin College of Agriculture and Life Sciences and the University of Wisconsin Extension, together with great campuses at River Falls, where the Deputy Secretary is from, and many other great agricultural programs that we have in this state. The reason Wisconsin is America's dairyland is because we, while recognizing our great heritage, have been willing to change with the times. And we have been willing to understand, to rely on good science, good environmental practice, good energy practices, and good investment strategies to make sure that our dairy industry is not only the biggest, but it is the most modern dairy industry anywhere in the world. That is what we are going to continue to do in Wisconsin, and with great companies like Lactalis, great worldwide companies like Lactalis, Wisconsin will continue to grow and thrive. So I am very thankful for the investment that that you have made in Wisconsin, Monsieur Quiblier, and we look forward to working with you in the future. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Merci.
Thank you.